Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're talking about the Purdue half marathon that I recently ran. It's been like a month now, so I'm just now getting around to editing the footage and posting it. But this is my first time running this race. So we'll talk about the expo first. So the expo was at like a local gym that was near the area, and it wasn't like this is definitely like a smaller scale race, I would say. So yeah, it was at a local gym, and it's like a beautiful facility where it was at. But usually, like, I'm used to expos that have like a ton of vendors and things to buy and running merchandise. So it pretty much just had like the packet pickup area, and then there was like a vendor for a local running store, and then maybe like one other thing. So not a ton of vendors for like other races in the area, not really a lot of that stuff. So pretty much get your packet, and yeah, which was fine. But just if you're into the bigger expos that have tons of vendors and things to do and buy, this, for at least for this year, did not have that. So next, looking at race day. So the start and where like the parking was at, it's called the big football stadium for Purdue. So plenty of parking. They had a few porta potties out in the parking lot, which was nice. And then also for the stadium, the men and women's bathroom was open, which was nice and heated. Like, it was actually a very nice day for that race. So it wasn't cold out for the start. It was like perfect temperature, but still you could use the heated restrooms, and very huge. They're like, I don't even know, maybe like 50 stalls or something in there. It's very nice. So we had that at the start line. And once the race started, like the race, so like where you have the stadium, and then the restrooms right there, and then the start line is pretty much like all right there. Very like closed area, which was nice. You didn't have to do like a ton of walking around downtown or like far from your parking area to try to find the start line. Like, here's your parking and everything else is right there, which was nice. So yeah, started, and this race was nice because it goes through like Purdue's campus. You see a lot of the town that is hosting it. Like, you run through campus a little bit. You can see all the buildings, like mile 6 to 8. You're running, it's not like a highway, but like somewhat like one of those, I don't even know what you would call it, but so there's like a path, and then you have like all the cars going past you. There's obviously a barrier, but you're running along that, and probably like the last mile, that's for mile 6 through 8, and mile 7 and 8 of that are like entirely uphill. Not like terribly uphill, but it's definitely an incline. But it was nice because like along the side and the grass path, they put little signs up that are like very encouraging. Like, you've got, at the beginning it's like, this is the uphill part, you've got this, like, keep going, only like a mile more from here. And you'll see that in the footage after this. I think I recorded most of it, but it was cute. That was nice. And like, for me, I wouldn't say that I love hills, like I love running up hills, but I definitely don't mind them. Like, at the beginning I'm like, oh my gosh, a hill, and then once I get going I'm like, oh, it's not that bad actually. Like, I would say I do well, and then that's why I don't think I mind them. Like, mile 6 through 8 were uphill, which was definitely tough because you're right in the middle of the race. But like I said, the weather for this was perfect, so that was a nice advantage. And then they didn't, like, we were pretty much running on the sidewalk, which was fine because there weren't a ton of people. But like, at some points, you know, there's always people that, if they come in a group of whatever, 4 or 5, they're of course running side by side. So there's parts like that where you're like squeezing through people. But other than that, it didn't seem to be an issue, at least for me, with just running on the sidewalk and them not shutting down the city. There was an area where we ran, I think it was like we ran past a Walmart, and then after that you're just in the city, just looking at, it's obviously a fall race, so it's nice to see like the differently color changing leaves and whatnot. And then mile, I think it was like pretty much towards the end, so maybe like mile 11 or so, there's like a tiny hill like right at the end that you get another little nice incline. So you're like, I know we're almost there, are we done? And then of course you get that little hill and then you run past like a nice country club area. So yeah, definitely would recommend this race if you want like a smaller hometown feel. Not, I mean, it was an easy course. Like I personally got a PR on this course, but I placed 5th in my age division. So I thought that was a good accomplishment. I was proud of that. And then yeah, afterwards, once you finish the race, they have pretty much right where we started, like the start and finish line is the same thing. So right back at the stadium, they have like you'll see footage of it also, but all the different snacks set up, and they have like a giant QR code that you can scan for your instant results to see if you can pick up a age division award or even just an overall award. You get those scanned. But yeah, definitely would recommend the race. It's nice, like when you were walking back to our cars, you can still see people finishing right there. So I would encourage you guys to run this race as well. Yeah, the medal for it was pretty nice. There's, like, it says Purdue on it. There's a little train on it, and yeah, this was the 11th annual event for this race. So yeah, get a nice medal, you get a t-shirt, it was a long sleeve tech tee, and yeah, enjoy the footage following this of the race.
And remember, have fun with it. Mile 5.